Before we begin, viewer discretion is strongly advised. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please exercise caution while watching.
It was one of those moments where time felt slower. The courtroom was full, but no one moved. Every journalist, fan, and attorney locked in tense silence. The trial of Sean Diddy Combs had dominated headlines for weeks, but what was about to unfold would flip the entire story. Before we continue, hit that like button to support our video. The judge raised his gavel and slammed it down, the sound echoing like thunder. What followed surprised everyone. The name Khaled Mohamed Khaled was called. Better known as DJ Khaled, the ever-smiling, hit-dropping producer was now part of the unfolding saga. Khaled walked to the witness stand, but he did not look like his usual happy self. The guy who was always shouting, "We the best," and smiling big was gone. Instead, he looked serious, like he was carrying a heavy load. For years, Khaled and Diddy were tight. They made music together, partied together, and seemed like brothers in the hip-hop game. But those days were behind him. Khaled was not here to celebrate their friendship. He was here to destroy the illusion. He was here to reveal something that would tear Diddy's life apart in front of everyone. Born in New Orleans to Palestinian parents, DJ Khaled was raised in the unforgiving streets of Miami. His rise to fame was built on sweat, beats, and relentless positivity. His hustle turned him from a local club DJ into a hit maker, producing tracks like All I Do Is Win. He was a guy who inspired people, always talking about chasing dreams. But behind all that, Khaled had a secret about Diddy, one he kept quiet for years. Khaled's story started as far back as 2005 in the bright, loud world of Miami's nightlife. He was a DJ at a fancy club, the kind with long lines and flashing lights. Diddy, already a big deal with his Bad Boy Records label, walked in and everyone noticed. "I was just trying to get my name out there," Khaled said in court, his voice calm but full of memories. "Diddy came up to me after I finished playing. He said he liked my energy and invited me to a meeting at his office the next day. I thought it was my chance to make it big." That meeting happened in a shiny office building in Miami. Diddy's office was all about success, gold records on the walls, a big desk, and a view of the ocean. He talked about making something huge, Khaled said. He said I could be part of his world, not just music, but something bigger. I was excited. Diddy promised studio time, connections to big names, and a chance to work with Bad Boy. But then he said something strange. He told me, "You are either all in or you are out, Khaled, no middle ground." I did not understand it then, but I said yes. Khaled told the court that working with Diddy was exciting at first. By 2006, he was making songs for Bad Boy artists, and his name was getting bigger. But Diddy's world was not just about music. "He would invite me to these secret parties," Khaled said. "Not regular clubs, but private places you could not just walk into. I thought it was about meeting important people, but it felt weird, like they were watching me to see what I would do." One of those parties happened at a private beach house in Malibu. Diddy had invited him to what he called a team-building weekend. Khaled thought it would be about planning music projects. "I showed up with my laptop, ready to work," he said. But there was no work. It was a party that never stopped. The house was huge, with glass walls and a pool that seemed to touch the ocean. But Khaled noticed things that made him uneasy. There were these trays around the house, he said, not food or drinks, but bottles of baby oil, lotions, even candles that smelled strange. They were set up like decorations, but why? It didn't add up. Khaled saw Diddy talking to a group of young people. Some looked like they were new to the music world, maybe singers or dancers. He was giving them these bags, like the ones in Vegas, Khaled said. He would pat them on the back, say, "You are part of the family now," but their faces didn't look happy. He said he tried to talk to one of the young guys later, just to check on him. "I asked if he was okay," Khaled said. "He looked at me, then at the ground, and said, 'I am good, man.' But he wasn't. He walked away fast, like he was afraid to be seen with me." Khaled told the court he felt helpless. "I wanted to do something, but I didn't know what." Diddy's people were everywhere, watching. Khaled also went back to another memory from 2007 at a big house in the Florida Keys, far from the city. Khaled thought it would be a fun music event, but when he got there, it was different. The place was fancy, big lights, waiters, music playing, he said, but there were strange things. Rooms with guards at the doors, people going in and out late at night. And I saw bottles of baby oil on a table, not in a bathroom, but right there, like they were supposed to be seen. It did not make sense. Diddy was like the boss of the party, telling people what to do with just a look. He would point at someone and say, "Handle this," and they would go into a room, Khaled said. There were young people there, some who did not look like they enjoyed being there. Diddy called it good vibes, but it felt off. Khaled's voice got soft as he said he left early, saying he had another gig. Diddy looked at me like he knew I was not telling the truth, he said. He told me, "You will get used to it," but I didn't want to. Khaled went on, explaining how Diddy's world was about control, not just music. He gave you a lot, Khaled said. Money, studio time, even cars. But you had to follow his rules, and that meant keeping quiet. Khaled talked about a party in 2008 in a huge Las Vegas hotel room with a view of the city. There were famous people there, but also others Khaled did not know. Men in suits who didn't smile, women who seemed nervous. I saw Diddy giving out bags to some guests, Khaled said. Not like gift bags with t-shirts or CDs. These had baby oil, lotions, weird stuff. He would hand them out like it was a special thing. I heard someone call it Diddy's party pack. I didn't think it was funny. The people in the courtroom stayed very silent, listening with rapt attention. He said he tried to just do his job playing music, but the atmosphere in the party felt heavy. I saw a young guy take one of those bags and go into a room with one of Diddy's guys, he said. He looked scared, like he didn't have a choice. These parties were super planned, with security making sure no one took pictures or videos. There were always guards checking your ID, taking your phone, he said. Diddy said it was to keep things private, but it felt like they were hiding something. Another party in 2009 in a secret club in New York City was even stranger. The place was dark with low lights, Khaled said. There was a table full of bottles, baby oil, massage oils, some with no labels. Diddy was laughing, saying it was for smooth nights. Some other men in suits smiled, but some young men and women there maintained a straight face. It was like they all knew something I didn't. The court stayed quiet as Khaled talked about the dark rumors around Diddy. I never saw anything bad happen with my own eyes, he said carefully, but I heard things. People talking about what went on in those rooms, why certain people got invited, why they looked different when they left. The baby oil, the lotions, it was not just there for no reason. It was part of something I didn't want to know about. Khaled's voice shook as he said he was scared. I told myself to just make music and stay out of it, but it was hard. By 2010, Khaled was getting famous, his songs playing everywhere. But being close to Diddy felt like a trap. He would call me his brother, Khaled said, but it was like he owned me. If I didn't go to his parties, he would act like I was letting him down. Khaled talked about a weird moment in 2011 when Diddy invited him to a private plane ride. Khaled thought it was for a music project, but they ended up at a strange place, an island in the Caribbean with no hotels, just a big gated house. When we got there, it was not a vacation spot, Khaled said. It was like a fortress with guards everywhere. Diddy said it was a place to get creative, but there were no music studios, just houses, pools, and those baby oil bottles again, in every room, like they were part of the furniture. Khaled said the trip was full of late-night parties with people going into private rooms. I saw Diddy's team take people to those rooms, he said. Some looked okay, but others didn't. I heard yelling, doors closing hard. I stayed in my room, saying I was working on music. I just wanted to go home. Khaled's story then got even scarier when he talked about a night in 2012 at a big house in Los Angeles. Everything felt like a show, he said. Diddy was the star, charming everyone, but I saw something bad. There was a room with 2 guards outside. People went in, but not everyone came out the same. I saw a young woman come out, her face messy like she had been crying. Diddy was right there giving her a drink, saying, "You are fine, right?" She said yes, but her eyes said no. Khaled said he tried to ask Diddy about it later. I didn't yell or anything, he said. I just asked, "What's going on in that room?" Diddy laughed, saying it was special stuff, but his face was serious, like he was warning me to stop asking. I didn't say anything else. Khaled told the court he felt stuck, like he had to keep working with Diddy to keep his career alive. I was making big songs, living the life I dreamed of, he said, but I was seeing things that made me feel sick. Another moment came in 2010 again, at a private event in Atlanta, in a warehouse turned into a party spot. It was like a movie set, Khaled said. Lights, music, people dancing. But there was this other side. He saw Diddy leading a group of guests to a back area, blocked off by curtains and guards. I heard music coming from there, but it wasn't the same as the main party, he said. He got a bad feeling and stayed near the main stage playing his set, but he could not ignore what he saw. A girl came out from that back area, he said. She was young, maybe 18. Her dress was messed up and she looked like she just went through hell. Diddy was right behind her, smiling, saying, "You had fun, right?" She didn't answer, just walked away. Khaled said he wanted to follow her to make sure she was okay, but he didn't. "I was scared," he admitted. "I didn't know what I would be stepping into." The courtroom then became noisy when Khaled showed a paper he had kept for years, a contract from 2010 about a bad boy music project. He held it up, the paper old and worn. This was not just about making songs, he said. It had rules about keeping secrets and going to Diddy's events. It said I could not talk about anything I saw at his parties, not even to my own friends. I signed it because I was young and wanted to succeed. I didn't know what I was getting into. Khaled said he realized how serious the contract was in 2013 when he tried to step away from Diddy. "I was starting my own music company, We the Best," he said. "I wanted to be free from Diddy, but his people called me, saying I had better not forget what I signed." Khaled said he got creepy warnings. Once, a man he did not know came up to him at a store and said, "Diddy says hi." "I didn't know if it was a joke or a threat," Khaled said. "I started hiring guards to watch my back." Money problems made it worse. Khaled said Diddy owed him over $2 million, 0 cents for songs they made together from 2008 to 2012. "I got maybe a little bit of it," he said. "When I asked Diddy, he said, 'You are my family, Khaled. Don't worry about money.' But it was not about the cash. He wanted me to know he could take it all away." The people in court looked shocked, understanding how Diddy kept Khaled trapped. Khaled then talked about a different event in 2013 in a private mansion in the Hamptons. Diddy had called it a summer celebration, but it felt more like a secret meeting. "The place was beautiful," Khaled said. "Big lawns, fancy food, everyone dressed up. But there were these rooms upstairs and people kept going in and out. There was the same setup of bottles of baby oil, even towels stacked neatly, like it was a spa. Diddy was acting like it was normal," he said. He would hand out some packages to certain people like it was a gift, but the way they took them, it didn't feel like a gift. However, Khaled's story hit a big moment when he talked about a scary night in 2014 in Dubai. Diddy had invited him to play music at a private party for a rich businessman. The place was like a dream, on a rooftop with lights sparkling over the city. But it felt wrong. "There were hidden rooms behind curtains," Khaled said, "and those bottles were there again. Baby oil, lotion, some with strange names. They were all over, like they were part of the party. Diddy was joking about making things easy, but it wasn't funny." Khaled said he heard something that scared him. "2 men were talking near me, real quiet," he said. "They were saying stuff about packages and special people. One of them said Diddy's name, like he was the one making it happen. I did not know what they were talking about, but it wasn't good." Khaled said he left the party early, saying he had a plane to catch. "Diddy called me the next day," he said. "He told me, 'You left too early, Khaled.' He sounded mad, like I had messed up." That night changed Khaled. He started keeping track of everything in his head, dates, places, people he saw. "I didn't write it down," he said. "I was too afraid someone would find it. But I remembered it all. I knew I would need it one day." Khaled said he could not sleep thinking about the young people he saw at Diddy's parties, kids with big dreams who sometimes disappeared. "I kept asking myself, what happened to them?" he continued. He said, "I felt bad, like I should have done something." Khaled said he felt sick, like he was part of something wrong just by being there. "I told myself I would stop going to these things," he said, "but Diddy kept pulling me back." Khaled went deeper into how Diddy kept him close. "He would show up at my studio out of nowhere," he said. "He would bring his crew, take over the session. It was like he was saying, 'I'm still here.' One time in 2014, he showed me a phone with a video. It was from one of his parties, and I was in it, just standing there. He didn't say anything, just looked at me. I knew it was a warning." Khaled said he started feeling trapped, like Diddy could ruin him anytime. There was also another moment in 2015 at a private club in London. Diddy had flown him out for a global music event. I thought it was a concert, Khaled said, but it was another one of those parties. The club was underground with dark walls and heavy security. There were those bottles again, he said, baby oil, strange lotions all over the place. Diddy was giving them out saying, "This is for the real ones." But the real ones did not look happy. Khaled said he saw something that stuck with him. A young guy, maybe a new artist, was sitting alone holding one of those bottles, he said. He looked like he was trying to figure out what to do. Diddy came over, put his arm around him, and took him to a back room. I did not see him again that night. He then talked about the money again to make it clear how Diddy controlled him. There were other projects, he said, songs, videos, shows. I was supposed to get paid maybe $3 million, 0 cents total over the years. I got almost nothing. Diddy would say, "You're good, Khaled, don't worry." But I was worried. I knew he was keeping me down. The court listened, seeing how Diddy used money to keep Khaled quiet. But why he was talking now? "I kept my mouth shut for too long," he said, his voice full of feeling. "I thought I had to keep my music going, to keep my family safe. But I was hiding a lie. I saw things I can't forget, things that changed me. I'm here because I can't stay quiet anymore." Khaled said it was hard on him, feeling scared all the time, having bad dreams, always wondering if Diddy would come after him. "I was living two lives," he said, "the one where I made music and smiled, and the one where I was scared of what I knew." Then Khaled looked right at Diddy, his eyes strong. "You said I was family," he said, "but family does not hold you down. Family does not scare you. Family does not make you pick between your dreams and what is right. You didn't make me, Diddy. I made myself, and I'm taking my life back." The courtroom went still, and Diddy, who had been sitting there calm, grabbed the table so hard his hands shook. His face changed, like he was falling apart, and everyone saw it. When Khaled left the stand, the courtroom got loud with whispers. Reporters wrote fast, and people in the seats looked shocked. Diddy's lawyers rushed to talk, looking worried, while Diddy just sat there, staring at the floor. The judge told everyone to be quiet, but the room felt alive, like Khaled's words were still there, heavy and strong. Khaled did not just talk about Diddy. He showed how the music world can be dark, where people with power use it to keep others quiet. The baby oil, the secret rooms, the strange talks, it all added up to a world where dreams could turn into traps. Khaled's bravery was like a light in that darkness, and everyone knew it. The trial is not done. More people are going to talk, each with their own story. For now, the courtroom is still trying to recover from everything Khaled revealed, a moment that would change how people saw Diddy and the music world forever. Subscribe to this channel to stay updated.